Can't see him, right?
I know.
Hey, everybody! We're back!
Yes!
Yay! Oh, I leaned out of the screen.
You missed us so much.
I know. 6 shows in, and Ashley still can't figure out how the camera works.
Might need to tilt it that way for you.
Oh! I don't fall out of the frame anymore. So, hi guys! How's everybody been? Good?
That's awesome!
Great? Even better! I like to ask questions that I won't get answers to. It's very fun. Oh. So 500 Days of Friends, but not those friends. We're back. It is not Friday due to the holidays. We took a little hiatus. Hiatus. That's totally a TV word. But we're back.
Like 2 days.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
right.
That's a hiatus, man. So it's Sunday, but after today, we're going to be back on our Friday schedule. So every Friday, you can check us out here.
But the next time we'll be back, guys, it'll be a brand new year.
It won't be 2013 anymore.
So, no more shows this year. We'll be back next year.
Next year.
Which is in less than a week.
Yeah, so it really won't be that long, guys. It really won't be that long. I'm ripping paper. So, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Sunday fun day. I don't know. You know,
take that away from you.
I need to put it down. So you guys know how I love to talk about the weather. I feel like it makes me grown up.
I was choking on my chair.
Whatever. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. So, the weather today was kind of nice earlier in the day.
Started out
Like the high 50s.
Yeah.
You know, it was nice.
like 59.
Yeah, like a
in
little
the morning.
jacket, and you're like good to go. But apparently,
5 minutes later.
literally 5 minutes later. Not literally 5 minutes later, but it sure felt like 5 minutes. It was like 41 degrees. That's like a 15 degree drop in like 5 minutes.
And wind blowing, so it makes it even chillier.
Yeah, I do not understand the state that we live in. It doesn't even make sense. Ever.
It's cold. So, like, I went into the store this afternoon at like 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing blue jeans, this sweatshirt. Underneath my sweatshirt's just a little tank top.
Camisole.
Yeah. And I was totally fine. Walked out of the store, and I couldn't get to my car fast enough because I was freezing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I walked out of my apartment thinking, oh, it feels really nice out here. Yeah, I think I had on a sweatshirty jacket thing, jeans, and some slippy-on shoesy thingies. And then I got to Lindsay's house and was like, dear heavens, why is it so cold?
Told her, your building blocks the wind.
Yeah, I didn't realize that my apartment is tall. I don't know why I didn't realize that. But yeah, apparently it blocks the wind, and so I should prepare for the worst when I leave my apartment, no matter what it feels like outside. I don't really like when it gets cold.
So I love when it's cold.
I mean, I like
and
when it's
dark and dreary
and depressing. Depression
makes me happy.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't understand. But I do like when it's cold when I'm prepared for it being cold. Like I have 4 layers of clothes on and all that good stuff. But I did not have that on when I left the house today.
Also didn't help that she was drinking a frappuccino.
I was, but I had never had a white chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks before. And I wanted to try one. And I had a gift card. So I did it. I just made it happen. But yeah, it was cold. And it made me more cold.
Well, we thought we were going to have a bust-in visitor, but apparently...
I think he only busted in once, and we weren't recording, so then he was sad.
And then he got sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, he wants to say to those cowboys out there, good luck.
Go, Cowboys, go. No, just kidding. I don't like the Cowboys.
But in this house, it's cowboys or nothing.
Cowboys forever.
I grew up on the Cowboys.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We grew up rooting against the Cowboys because we are from Houston. My parents are. So they were Oilers fans, and then now they're Texans fans. which is probably the most heartbreaking team to ever be a fan of because they're awful. But it's okay. We all know that, so it's not like we're like, what? But we were raised to root against the Cowboys, not just for the Texans or the Oilers, but against the Cowboys.
Oh, see, we want the Cowboys to win. That's the way we were raised. When I was a child,
Yeah.
I would get my pom-poms. My parents had bought me pom-poms from the store, and as Daddy would watch the football game, I would pretend to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Oh.
Which is not something you want to grow up to be, kids,
No.
because they're
low. Slutty. Showing a lot of skin.
But I
Shaking that booty.
thought I was a fantastic Cowboys cheerleader.
Sure, man. Why not when you're 4? Why not have dreams and aspire to be awesome?
Okay! So since this is our last show of the end of the... I don't know what I'm saying. Since this is our last show of the year...
2013.
Notice our spiffy...
Can you read them? Oh, no, I did it again. It says, happy end of the year. Because it's not the new year yet.
So we thought we would do a whole... What happened in 2013? Not in our
Yeah.
lives because we're boring,
No.
but in
Hey!
the world of celebrities!
But I was going to say, we had pretty awesome 2013. At least the summer of 2013 rocked pretty hard.
Just the one...
I mean,
1 month!
hey, wait. I'm trying to think if we did anything else in 2013.
I'm pretty sure I remember looking at text messages the other day and or Instagram or Twitter or something that we had a conversation about skipping the month of July and going straight to August.
Wait, why?
Because the
Oh,
fun things happened in
because we
August.
were going to LA in August, and so I was like, Psh, who cares about my birthday?
Other things happened in June. Didn't we see Darren in June?
Yeah, we saw Darren in June. We went to the TV Fest in Austin in June. We did something else in June. We saw Zoe Deschanel, she and him, in June. Was that all we did in June? I feel like we jam-packed June with...
Well, because then we also had the... we saw Mumford & Sons.
We saw Mumford & Sons! Right before one of them had, like, a brain tumor.
Yeah, like
was
the
like-
concert before he knew he needed to have brain
and it was
surgery.
my favorite Mumford. I was really sad. I was like,
It was her favorite son.
Was he a son? I don't know. I think I put that on Twitter. That I found my favorite Mumford. I don't know. Maybe he's a son. I don't know.
I think he
But
might be
he's
a
got
son.
a beard, and it's awesome. So yeah, and then what else? And then we went to LA in August. Did we do anything else in August? I feel like something else might have happened in August. I don't know. But then we went on our Friday Night Lights field trip. We saw Book of Mormon. That wasn't in August, but that was this year. I'm telling you, we had a pretty awesome year. I don't remember what we did at the beginning of the
We
year.
went to Florida.
We went to Florida in March. We had an awesome 2013.
We did.
I mean, 2014 is going to be pretty awesome as well. I don't really know if that's true, but we're going to Hawaii.
We're in Hawaii.
We're going to see Justin Timberlake. We're going to go to the TV Fest again. I mean, come on. We lead pretty exciting lives for two girls that live in Georgetown, Texas. I mean, I'm just saying. We're going to see The Little Mermaid on Broadway. We're going to see maybe Beauty and the Beast on Broadway. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, does the Little Mermaid movie come out in theaters in 2014?
Maybe in 3D.
That's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah. I think it does.
Oh, well, okay. Before we get
Sorry.
to the more exciting people of the world,
Of the world.
we want to talk about the sing-off.
The sing-off.
Sing-off finale.
So yeah, so it
Happened.
ended. So
Pretty good group one, in my opinion.
Yeah. I was telling Lindsay earlier, I don't really. This is kind of why I'm a bad reality TV show watcher. I don't really root for people to win. I root for other people to fail, which is probably really mean. But yeah. So it was Home Free, 10, and Vocal Rush. Which Vocal Rush was the group of high school kids. Which, it kind of broke my heart when they didn't win because they were really sad. Like, it was really sad.
But they're high school kids.
But they're high school kids.
They have lots of time to make it.
The last song that they did was Katy Perry's Roar, and I kind of loved it. Because it's teenage pop music mixed with a cappella. What? That's awesome.
I think maybe the only reason you really liked Vocal Rest is that maybe
it was like
it made you feel like
Glee.
the Warblers.
Yeah, it was like Glee come to life on my TV. I mean, on my real life TV screen. That's probably true. I would doubt that. So it was Vocal Rush, which was the teenagers. Home Free, which was the group
Country guys.
Yeah, group of 5 country guys, and then 10, which was the group of like gospel backup singers that always were like, we've never sung before this show. This is the first time we've ever sung together. And you're like, but you've been singing backup for somebody else for how many years? Like, don't act like you've never sung with another person. So I, as you maybe can tell, I was voting against them for winning because they were just kind of obnoxious. And I don't like obnoxious people.
But yeah, Home Free won.
Home Free.
Which I was kind of excited about. I loved their Ring of Fire.
Yeah, Ring of Fire was good.
Their Ring of Fire.
I liked when they did Colder Weather by Zac Brown Band.
Yeah.
Because they finally let the kind of chubby guy with the beard, they like kind of let him sing, and he was like nervous, and you could kind of tell, and you were like, oh, dude, that's awesome for you. You just got to sing on national television.
I will say, going back to letting people sing who don't really sing in the a cappella group, the Vocal Rush kids, when their performance, I think it was the same show when Home Free did Ring of Fire, when the percussion girl sang, and she was so nervous, and she was like, I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. Beautiful singer.
Yeah, she was really good. And like I think Jewel mentioned it, but it was like you could hear her like nerves while she was singing, and you're like, yeah, like it kind of did make you like it a little bit more, because you're like, oh, like you're really, like this really means something to you.
But went from singing beautifully straight into beatboxing, and it was just, it was amazing and intense.
Like, dude,
and I think it was either Ben or Sean was like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. And it was a girl. Like, what? Check it.
A teenage girl.
Yeah. I was like, she's amazing. I want to be like her when I grow up.
So, yeah. So, some of what Vocal Rush did was pretty good.
Yeah. I just really liked them. Because they were, like, cute, and, like, you could feel that they were, like, super excited. Like, there was one girl that kind of had a little stuck up. Her little nose was in the air. But then I was just like, whatever, we don't want to look at her. We'll just look at the other cute little ones. And, like, the little guy who was, like, rapping. And I was like, you guys are so fun.
I mean, Vocal Rush was good. 2 guys. And all the rest were girls.
Yeah.
But you couldn't tell. They blended their voices really well.
Yeah, like, it was really impressive. Yeah. No, and I was happy with Home Free winning. Mm-hmm. It kind of bums me out, and I noticed this, like, I like to notice patterns and things, and I have found it a little weird that, there's never been a group with more than 6 voices that has won the sing-off.
But you know why I probably think that is?
Because
it's
of Sean
harder
Stockman and Boyz II Men?
No. That is not why.
That's why I think that he's like,
no.
I don't want to listen to this big old group.
Because it's harder to blend more voices than just a few. Like, it's so much harder for, 10 people to be able to harmonize together than it is for 6.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocking them, but me, the acapella music that I've seen live has always been groups. It's usually been, like, a male acapella group. And they have, like, 10 to 12 voices, and you're like, this sounds so amazing.
But also years of practice. Like, Straight No Chaser, years of practice.
Yeah. And I think it's also because, and I think you probably feel the same way, like, I have a deep love in my heart for college a cappella groups. Like, I someday want to go on, like, a tour of, like, just colleges, like, up north or something, and, like, just be like, I'm gonna go see a cappella groups, because I'm a dork. But I just have a deep love for that, and so I'd love to see a group like that win on the sing-off. Even though those guys release albums every year anyway. Like, I'm like, they don't really need Sony to release an album. Like, the Beelzebubs from the first year, they've released, like, I think 10 albums over the years. And they're like, well, who cares if we win? We'll just keep making. And then they got to be the Warblers. Like, that's awesome. Maybe that's why I love the Warblers. But But I also found it very interesting that last year was the only group that has ever had a female in it that has won.
Yeah.
Every other group has been all male. And I was like...
She means 2 years ago.
I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't remember. It feels so soon because I love Pentatonix so much. I love them. You guys should check them out on the internet because they're awesome. But yeah, that was the first year. And then even looking back, there's never been, in the final 2, there's never been a group besides Pentatonix. And then this year was the first year that had a female in it. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I kind of can't get on board with full female acapella groups. Like, I can't get on board with that.
Like that one. I never bothered to learn their names.
Element.
Yeah.
And then they were all, they tried way too hard. And then, like, 2 years ago, not last year, there was a group that it was all female, and they were just annoying. Like, because they, like, strut around stage in their tiny little dresses, and it's like, no, this is about singing, and it's not about how tiny and tight your dress can be. So, but yeah, so I think that's interesting that, that even, like, major a cappella people, because we didn't vote in the sing-off. It's not like I got to choose who won. But even the major minds in a cappella are still leaning towards male a cappella groups. So there you go, guys.
Maybe they're just better at blending their voices. Because I think girls tend to... It's not per se that they do it on purpose, but they tend to try to out-sing each other.
Right, yeah, oh, definitely. I feel like that... And I feel like having that male voice to kind of, like, ground what's being sung in...
Because otherwise it's just a lot of high-pitched screaming.
Yeah, it's like tinny. And you're like, oh, okay. But Element, they always sounded so bad.
And yeah, the judges
every
liked
time.
them
And I was like,
for some reason.
No,
for a long time they liked him, and I was like...
Yeah, there was one girl who was singing lead, and you could tell in her face that she thought she was the hottest thing to hit the acapella scene.
That's probably also what bothered me.
And you were like, girlfriend, you are not even... And I mean, I don't know a lot about harmony, but I was like, that ain't harmonious what's happening up on stage. That's just you singing whatever you feel like. And so I don't know. But yes, so Home Free won. And yeah, so hopefully they'll have kind of the same kind of success that because Pentatonix really has had a lot of success.
And I think they might just because they're the first country a cappella group that you've ever heard of.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because like you've heard other a cappellas groups sing country, but really not that their whole kind of roots are in country music. And I feel like country music is kind of can lend itself really well to a cappella music because it's got good melodies and things like that and good harmonies and things. So yeah, hopefully they'll do good because I think that's why like Pentatonix really 2 years ago, not last year, really pushed the boundaries of what a cappella music was. Like there's a lot of electronic and things like that in the music that was really popular in popular music. And so hopefully they can find Home Free can find a niche in country music like Pentatonix did in popular music. I hope. They were good. They were cute.
They were cute. They were pretty precious.
I liked the guy with the beard.
You have beards.
I do love beards. I love beards. But yeah, so I'm a little sad because I think the ratings were not really good this year, so I'm a little sad that maybe this may be the end of the sing-off. But maybe, who knows? I mean, Mark Burnett's the one producing it now. I don't remember who was producing it for the last couple years.
Go watch the sing-off.
Yeah, go watch it on the internet.
Go, hurry, fast.
Before it's gone forever.
Make people believe in it.
Believe. But maybe Mark Burnett doesn't let things go very easily. There's been like 1.5 billion seasons of Survivor, so.
Oh my gosh, that show.
Maybe he'll just keep making it even if people don't want to watch it. Because I'll watch it, and Lindsay will watch it. So, and you'll watch it, because we just told you to. What?
Acapella music, there's nothing better.
There really isn't. With just the mouths and the no instruments. It's awesome. Awesome. Alright. Yay for sing-off chat. Yay!
So this past week, something else had happened. It was Christmas time. Did you have a good Christmas?
I actually did have a good Christmas. I got to see the fam. Both my brothers and their wives, and then all my nephews came down. So, my Christmas wasn't boring. It was definitely jam-packed full of fun. But yeah, so I mean, we had our Christmas Eve, so that was exciting. And then, actually Christmas Day was a little boring, just because everybody, like, left for Christmas Day to go have Christmas with their other families. So it's just mom, dad, and I, like, just lying around the house, like, what can we do with ourselves? So I think I watched Scrubs, took a nap. Happy Christmas! Yeah! So, how was y'all's Christmas?
It was good. It was good. I mean, there's only mom, dad, and I. But we each got one present.
Oh.
I got what I asked for.
Lindsay got a pretty awesome present.
I got a Harry Potter Snuggie.
Harry Potter Snuggie!
And it looks like, when I put it on, it looks like the robes from Harry Potter movie.
And does it have a scarf?
Well, it was a little deceiving, the picture, because my mom thought as well that it was a scarf you could remove. But apparently the detail on it is so good that it makes it look like a real scarf, but it's not.
Well, yeah, you put the picture on Instagram, and I was like, hey, that's a Gryffindor scarf!
It's called the winter look.
Oh, I love it. So here's my question about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just Gryffindor, or can you get all of the...
I think you can get all of them, but I told mom that I want Gryffindor.
I think
if you're shopping for Ashley, get her Slytherin.
Slytherin!
Because she told me she would kill me one time.
One time. Just one time?
One time and that's it.
One time committing a murder does not make you a Slytherin.
It does make you Slytherin.
Yeah, it does.
Especially if you threaten to kill your best friend.
I only said I would kill her if I had to. It wasn't like I was just gonna come up and be like,
she was planning to have
Avada Kedavra. If it came down to it,
she would kill me.
I would.
She would straight up kill me.
I know, you're making this sound way worse. No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
The conversation we had pretty much went like this. I was playing with my wand that I'd gotten from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter as she was driving down the road.
Right. This is totally normal.
So I was playing with my wand, and I said I
think you made up a spell. You made up a spell, because that's what I said. I think I called you
Yeah, you
Slytherin.
said, you're a Slytherin, and
because you
said,
made up a
no,
spell, like Snape did.
I would definitely be in Gryffindor because I'm brave. I wouldn't run away from things. And I'm loyal.
Yeah.
And we thought, she would be a Hufflepuff.
I'd be a Hufflepuff.
But then she would say, because she is a scared cat.
Because I'm scared of everything.
But
I'm loyal.
She would ask,
are loyal. Until I have to murder you, then I'm not
She would ask to be in Gryffindor. And then something happened about being in a duel. And she said, I would kill you.
I would just Avada Kedavra.
I said, you would kill me? You're not a Hufflepuff. You're a Slytherin.
And then I thought about it for a while and said, oh, I do have some Slytherin-y traits within me.
And not like a Harry Potter Slytherin trait.
No, not like I can talk to snakes or anything like that.
But just straight up, she wants to kill me.
I've just got some evil in my heart.
But I am a Gryffindor through and through.
So see, she would just try and like disarm me, and I'd be like, forget that.
Disarm you, and so you'd ask them, let the Dementors take care of you.
Ooh, Dementor's kiss. I don't want no part of it. Oh, mercy. Why? Oh, we're talking about, I was like, why are we talking about?
Because we were talking about my Snuggie.
Snuggie. So yeah, maybe I'll get a Slytherin Snuggie, and we can duel with our wands.
With our wands.
Does that kind of sound like the best idea ever?
It's like live action roleplay. Guys, we are so nerdy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm losing my hat there, kids.
So nerdy are we?
Well, yeah, we're not going to do that. No.
That's what we're doing New Year's Eve.
We would never do that. That seems crazy.
We're doing New Year's Eve.
Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy. Well, I'm glad that your Christmas was good. I'm trying to think if I got any Christmas presents that were, like, exceedingly amazing.
We went to the movie, which is what we do.
Yeah. We wound up going to the movie that night, too.
Dude, was your movie, like, packed? Ours was packed. But we went, like, in the afternoon.
No, because we went at, like, 10 o'clock at night. So all the smart people were at home in bed. I was not at home in bed. I wish I was, though. Man. But yeah, no, I just got lots of gift cards to Target and Starbucks. Which is awesome. I'm frowning, but I don't need to be. I was like, yeah, free money. So, so Christmas was good.
It's good.
I love
We
Christmas
hope
now, guys.
your Christmas was good. She's lying. She doesn't like.
I like Christmas now that it's over.
And now that a New Year's coming, we're gonna take a little look back at 2013.
Or a big look back.
Just a little. I'll make it. I'll punch her in the face. She goes too.
I know, I do talk. I'm a talker. I'm a rambler.
So I did some research. We thought we would talk about our famous friends out there because we love our famous friends. Love you, famous friends.
Love you guys.
So first, we're gonna talk about the breakups and the hookups of 2013.
Of 2013.
Our top one, which is probably one that we have probably lots of feelings about, or I have lots of feelings about, is our Pats.
Our Pats.
And K-Stew.
Our Pats and K-Stew. Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart, in case you guys are not up with the lingo like we are.
They broke up.
Because she cheated on him with a married man. Let's not forget that.
They broke up. She broke his little heart. Poor Rob.
Yeah, because I think he was like super duper in love with her.
And he had to go into hiding for a while. He went to Reese Witherspoon's beach house for a while.
Oh, I was like,
because they're like friends. Baby
Does she have a baby? Anyway, from Waters for Elephants. That's what I was going to say. That's why they're friends. I like to decide why people become friends when they make movies together. Okay.
But yeah, his heart was broken and he needed a hug. I hope somebody hugged him.
Lindsay, I bet you would have hugged him.
I would have totally hugged him.
She would have hugged our Pats. She won't hug me, but she would have hugged our Pats.
Well, let's get something straight. Are you British and handsome?
Well, I could be British if I really wanted to. But I'm not handsome, because I'm a girl.
That is why I would hug Robert Pattinson.
Alright, I guess I would hug him because he's British and handsome too.
And handsome. But yeah, I hope someone gave him a hug. But
Maybe
now there's rumors flying about that they're getting back together.
That they're getting back together.
Can I just say something?
Go for it.
To Robert Pattinson.
Dummy.
Robert Pattinson. If she makes you happy, well, then best luck to you, buddy. But let me just say, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, and when you cheat with someone who's married, that's even worse. In my mind, that's worse.
Well, and
because you didn't only ruin your life, you just ruined somebody else's life who didn't even know you.
They have kids too. Yeah.
So you just ruined 4 people's lives.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but the
7.
director, what was it, Rupert something.
Murdoch.
I don't know his last name. His wife filed for divorce. She's done.
She's
over. So she's smart, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to save you a lot of heartache, buddy. Get smart.
But you know what? When you love somebody,
your heart's
and really that I'm thinking he was not the crazy obsessive kind of love, but kind of
would do anything.
Follow that girl around like a little lost puppy love. Which is sad because he's a rock star and he doesn't need to follow anyone around like a little lost puppy.
Mm. I'll follow you around.
Yeah, right? He needs other people following him around. So I think she probably even looked his direction. He was like, yes, whatever you want, yes. If you still want to
shame on you, Kristen Stewart, for using your power like that.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Don't be that girl.
Shame on you. And shame on you for cheating with someone who is not as handsome as Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is as handsome as Robert Pattinson? He was the most handsome vampire in the whole wide world. Nobody else got to play the most handsome vampire in the whole wide world. Now did they? And he also stole Cho Chang from Harry Potter. So what? What? If you choose some dude over Harry Potter, he has to be super handsome. That's what I'm thinking. So there you go.
Anyway, so Robert,
thumbs down on this relationship. That's what I say.
I agree, Rob. Get with it. Come on, dude.
Yep.
Get with it.
Find a girl who's gonna love you as equally as much as you love them.
Our next breakup of 2013, which I am happy about, but not because I am in love with the dude, but then just because it's probably the smartest move of 2013.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Miley Cyrus and Leah Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, Liam. Somebody in your life better be high-fiving you.
I wanted to high-five you. I wanted to shake your hand. I wanted to throw a party for you.
Yeah.
That was the smartest move in the world.
Like, I still have no idea how Miley Cyrus hooked that one.
Right?
Like,
He
what?
is handsome and Australian.
Yeah. Like, what would she... Never mind. What? Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. I can't even comprehend how those two things came together. And how he said, yes, please let me spend the rest of my life with you, you big weirdo.
Right.
Like, no.
High five.
Where was your big brother Chris in this whole scenario?
Seriously,
Going,
Chris. Maybe Chris was like, you know what? He needs to... Maybe Chris tried, and Liam wouldn't listen, and then he was like, you know what? He needs to make his own mistakes. And
boy,
you got out before you made that biggest mistake of your life. Yeah. Now, Liam, here's a job for you. Go find Robert Pattinson and talk to him.
Yeah, say, dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, do it. You guys could be, like, have a bromance going on, and then you could find some hot chicks to marry that are not Kristen Stewart and Miley Cyrus.
I'd marry one of you.
I'll marry the other one. Whichever one, I don't care. That's fine. So, thumbs up.
Thumbs up on that
one.
breakup.
Way to go, Liam. Way to go.
Ladies out there, get ready, because Mr. Handsome, Mr. Elfman, Mr. Pirate Man
Pirates of the Caribbean
is back on the market. Orlando Bloom is divorcing his wife of 3 years, Miranda Kerr.
She's a model.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my thought was, who cheated on who? Because that's in Hollywood. That's how this goes down. They all say it was distance. We were both filming at the same time, and we just could. No, that means one of you fell in love with your co-star in your movie and decided that you needed to fall other places with your co-star from your movie. So, sorry, this is getting graphic. So yeah, that to me is sad because they have the cutest little baby boy in the whole wide world. His name is Flynn, and the pictures of him are the cutest things ever. He's always wearing like a Newsies cap, and he's like 2. But you're like, it's so cute. So that bums me out just because that poor little boy is going to be like, why doesn't my mommy love my daddy anymore? Like,
okay, but they decided to remain civil.
Which is good.
So that they can both be good parents to Flynn.
Yeah. But here's my other thought. What are they going to say? No, really, we hate each other, and we're never going to talk to each other again and make our child's life horrible. They're not going to say that. They're going to be like, yeah, we can totally be civil.
Well, we'll just see as time goes on.
Yeah.
But ladies, Orlando Bloom's back in the market.
Orlando!
I don't know if we really have a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm a somewhere in the middle. I'm a thumb sideways on that one. Because it's sad, she is a model, so she is beautiful, and he is super handsome, and so, like, they made a very attractive couple, and you're just sad for the paparazzi that they don't get to take pictures of them together anymore. It's all about the paparazzi. There's so much beauty in one shot, and now it's all gone to hell.
So, yeah, we have mixed feelings about that one.
So I'm like, well, it's alright.
My hope is just that Orlando's happy, because I kind of want to be his friend.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be a good friend.
I really hope that she didn't break his heart. Because he seems like a sensitive guy. Like you always see him in movies, and maybe that's just in movies, but that's how I envision all famous people.
Maybe he might cry a lot.
Yeah, that maybe he's like sitting at home now in his bachelor pad, like eating some ice cream and crying because his wife...
Orlando, if you are, buddy, come here.
That's so sad.
We'll be your ice cream eating friend.
Yeah, we'll eat ice cream with you. Have a party.
Next. You might have more to say about this one than I do. Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez.
Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez.
They
split still.
They split.
Yeah.
And that is what people are saying started his bad boy phase.
Right.
And that's why he sang the song Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker. That's not the song.
Not that song.
that I do like
and
that
apparently Selena Gomez got emotional during a live performance of Love Will Remember.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a pretty big fan of Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together. She's older than him, which I thought was fun. But when you would see them together, I mean, even though, like, their relationship was a little adult for them both being, like, 17 and 18 years old, like, they were, yeah, you would see them on, like, cruise boats together, like, in her skimpy bikini, and, like, I don't know, like, things that you're like, what is happening? What is going on? But I really did like them together, and I was a little bummed out when they broke up. So
good news for you.
Yeah,
there's a rumor that they might be getting back together.
that they're rekindling their romance. I think that will be good for both of them because I feel like
Someone needs to pull Justin Bieber back down.
Yes, I agree.
ground.
And I think Selena, like, I think when they broke up, like, she, like, wanted to be, like, an adult. So she wanted to, like, her music videos and everything started becoming a little more like Katy Perry, a little more like, you know, kind of a little more risque and things like that. And
Away from her Disney Channel.
Which you totally understand. I think that's what has happened to literally every person on the Disney Channel. Like, they get off that show and then they just go off the deep end. Lindsay Lohan, Zac Efron, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers even a little bit. I mean, like, I feel like the Disney Channel is so... that world that they create for them is so restricting, and so you have to be just this. They kind of, like, freak out when they get in the real world and don't know how to be. And so I feel like that, she really, not as nearly as bad as some of these other people, but I feel like she wanted to be an adult. And so I think she broke up with Justin Bieber because I think that was kind of tying her to a little bit younger. And so I think, like, when they broke up, she went very adult. And I think he did, too. Like, I think they both said, maybe that's why they broke up. Maybe they both needed to grow up a little. And so now that
we're grown up,
now that they're adults,
let's get back together.
That are making horrible decisions with their lives. So let's get together and make horrible decisions together, or maybe make better decisions. Only time will tell, guys.
Also,
but I think I'm thumbsing up on the getting back together.
I could care. But also in Justin Bieber news, he tweeted earlier last week that he was going to retire from music. Hey, you believers out there.
Believers!
It was a joke.
He is not really going to
He's
retire.
not retiring.
What is he going to do?
You know, it was pretty much, what people are saying is pretty much because Believe, his new movie, came out last week, he was trying to spiral some stuff and to get media and everybody talking about him. Right. And he was like, never mind. Just because he deleted that tweet. Yeah. It's gone.
It's gone.
So... Believers, don't cry. Okay. Don't be sad. Because he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, and he's going to get back with Selena Gomez. Which is probably going to make all of you really angry, because in your mind you think that you're going to marry Justin Bieber. You're not. Maybe he's going to marry Selena Gomez. Maybe he's not. But he's probably not going to marry you. So, thumbs up.
So, now that Ashley's depressed you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep believing in Beebs.
Keep believing in the Beebs.
Next on our list of breakups of 2013, Harry and Taylor. Harry Styles, Taylor Swift.
I say
short-lived romance.
High five Harry Styles.
High five anyone who breaks up with Taylor Swift.
Right?
High five anyone who says, no, Taylor Swift, I don't want to date you.
No, this is not going well. Seriously, like, yeah, Taylor Swift, like, I feel like maybe she has some, like, emotional damage issues going on.
Taylor, if you do...
Seek help.
We might be willing to help you. Just... I might be willing to help you. Just admit. Because I don't want you to be your bad role model.
Yeah.
For girls that do look up to you.
See, I think that's my issue with Taylor Swift. I think everyone thinks, like, everyone says, oh, but she's such a good role model. But really? Really? She's not. She's kind of a vindictive... You know what? I'm not allowed to say it on the internet. Well, I probably am, but I probably shouldn't say it on the internet. Because I feel like she should be adult enough to, like, deal with relationships now, but she still deals with them like she did when she was 16. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, you're a songwriter and your job is to write popular music.
Which songwriters, write about their personal life.
And they write about their personal life. But then to go out and be like, like coy when someone's like, did you write the song about this person? Just be like, yes or no. Don't be like, well, I don't know. Like, that annoys me. It annoys me very much.
And Taylor, I feel like you don't know how to not be in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
And if you're just trying to get with someone just because you need inspiration for a song, don't do that either.
No.
Don't do
No.
that either.
And, like, maybe just start making better decisions about the people that you do date. Like, don't just hop into a relationship with any guy who looks at you and smiles. Because that has not worked out well for you in the past. So, maybe just take a little time, get to know someone before you say, oh yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend! Because that is what an adult does. And it is time that you start acting like an adult. Taylor Swift.
So, Harry, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, Harry Styles!
Good job.
Taylor Swift. Thumbs down. I don't like you.
I mean, after 3 months of dating, you have a big blowout.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And see, you were mentioning earlier that they kind of did the same thing that Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Like, they had this adult relationship. Like, let's go on vacations together and let's...
After 3 months, they went to the British Virgin Islands
Yeah.
together.
Like, let's do all of these things that, like, are just... essentially too adult for the relationship that you're in. Like, you either need to learn to act like adult and then you can have an adult relationship, or you need to continue being a child and stop doing things that just don't make any sense.
I'm sorry, I'm an adult, and if I knew someone for just 3 months, I would not go on vacation with him.
No,
Sorry.
not a boy. I'm like,
Unless he was Robert Pattinson.
unless he was our Patrick Liam Hemsworth, then we'd be like, yes, we will go with you wherever you want.
If I've known you for days.
I just met you. Let's go to the British Virgin Islands.
So, thumbs up on that breakup. Moving on. Adam Levine is now engaged. The sexiest man alive
Sexiest man alive.
is now engaged. But let me tell you about this little engagement that I found out about.
Yeah.
Adam Levine, his fiance. I don't want to say her name because I'm going to say it wrong. But no, I'm not going to say
No. What is it?
It's really intense.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but however you say her name, guys.
Baha.
So they're engaged. Well, they dated for a while. Then they broke up earlier this year. He started dating a Sports Illustrated model by the name of Nina Agdale.
Of course. Who doesn't want to date a
A month went by that he's dating Nina. He gets down on one knee and proposes to not Nina,
the other girl!
and gets engaged. Then pulls out his cell phone, texts Nina, "Hey, I'm engaged to the chick with the weird name," and we're over.
I think that is awesome. Like, only the sexiest man alive could do something like that. Like, only Adam Levine could be like, hey, yeah, girl I'm going to propose to, yeah, I'm dating this other girl, but I think I love you the best, so let's get married, and I'll text her later. And she goes, okay, yes, I will marry you. What? Sexiest man alive. You have to be super hot to do things like that. Because normal people don't get away with stuff like that. They go, no. Why don't you break up with that girl? Spend a couple months really deciding what you want. Then you can propose to me. We're not doing this in the same day. Sorry. So...
Pretty hilarious.
That's
Adam Levine.
That's awesome, Adam Levine. That makes me want to be friends with you even more than I ever did before. Minus you being handsome. Like, that just makes you the coolest dude on the planet.
So funny. So funny. So that's Adam Levine's 2013. That's how it went.
Man, Adam Levine, this has been a good year for you, buddy. This has been a great year for you.
Next in the list
thumbsing up that one.
of breakups and hookups, Kaylee Kuko. She dated Superman.
What?
It wasn't a very long romance. They dated a little bit, broke up. Both rebounded faster than a speeding bullet.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. She then dated Ryan Sweeting. Baseball? Yeah, is that
yeah,
what we
I
decided
asked
to
earlier.
do?
I was like, that's a sports
Baseball
player guy, right?
Yeah, something in sports. Dated him for like 3 months, got engaged, and got married. All happened in 2013.
That's awesome. I again where's I put my cup down. I applaud these people that are like, heck yeah, forget traditional courting amounts of time. I just met you, let's get married. That's awesome. You just broke up with somebody? That's cool. Let's get married.
I mean, I don't really know Ryan Sweeting. Maybe if I seen a picture of him, but Superman, gorgeous.
Except for his British teeth.
Well, he's British.
I know, but
And
just
this is-
saying.
Superman was like his big film, so maybe his teeth are fixed now.
You can't be the Man of Steel and have crooked teeth. It just didn't work for me.
Henry,
I'll check him out in
I think you're
Man of Steel 2, Batman vs. Superman, to make sure his teeth are fixed. I wonder if that bothered anyone else, or if it was just me, who couldn't stop staring at his teeth throughout the whole movie.
For me, it was just you, because I was like, holy moly, that man is gorgeous.
He was very handsome. But Superman does not have crooked teeth. He's like perfection. He's the Man of Steel. Did he rebound with anyone? That's what I want to know.
He did. It did say, but they didn't say who he
They're not
rebounded
married.
with. No, they're not married.
All right, Henry Cavalli. No, I don't think that's how you say your last name, but I'm going to try.
Something.
So, way to go,
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Way to go, Ryan.
There you go, Ryan.
Way to go, Superman.
Superman!
We'll see you in 2014. No, maybe it's... I don't know when Batman vs. Superman comes out. I think it's 2015.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. Hopefully your teeth are not crooked.
Make some more movies, Henry.
He's been busy just being Superman. Maybe when you're Superman, you don't really have to make any other movies. You're like, I'll just wait for the next Superman movie. Thanks, guys.
I don't think I'd want to do that. I think I'd want to be a broad actor. And so I would want to not people to look at me and go, hey, you played Superman.
Yeah.
I want to be like, hey, you're in all these movies that I like.
But yeah, if someone told me that I got to be in a superhero movie, I'd be like, okay. If that's all I do for the rest of my life, okay. I'm cool with that.
Next. Breakups and Hookups 2013. Jennifer Lawrence dated Nicholas Hoult for like 2 years.
J-Lo.
They kept it pretty...
Hush hush?
Yeah,
On the
because
DL?
I didn't know that.
Me either.
But apparently they reconnected on the set of X-Men, the new movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
And he stayed close to her in London when she was doing press for Catching Fire. Stayed pretty close to her side, apparently.
You guys know what that means.
So now there's rumor of
Rekindling?
rekindling the relationship.
I like when romances rekindle. I really do. I'm always a thumbs up for somebody. I'm always a thumbs up for people who are like, who take the time to really think, was that really the person that I wanted to be with? Because I feel like in Hollywood, people are so quick to get married after 3 months and then get divorced a month and a half later. Like, I feel like that's a very chic, like, in thing to do in Hollywood. So I am totally for the people who really take the time to make sure that their relationships are what they want. And then hopefully they stay together forever. They probably won't, but hopefully they will. Thumbs up, J-Lo.
Yeah, thumbs up Jennifer Lawrence because he's also British and has the most beautiful blue eyes.
Maybe 2013 was all about the British
Maybe.
men, the accents.
British men. Yeah.
Because Orlando Bloom has an accent too, yeah?
Yeah, he does.
I was like, I can never remember if he really has one or if he just has one.
No, he does. But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer and I are BFFs. She doesn't know it.
She doesn't know it.
But she will.
Someday.
Someday. We're best friends, Jennifer.
Someday.
You and I. But yeah, thumbs up. I do have a friend that would say thumbs down. Because he's kind of in love with Jennifer Lawrence.
Because he wants to date Jennifer Lawrence.
He wants to marry her. He wants to go on all the way. Marriage.
That sounded dirty.
Well, to you.
What?
I knew what I was
I
talking
should have.
about.
I should have made a "That's what she said" joke,
You should have.
but I didn't.
But
That's
yeah.
what she said.
That was a little too late. Good job, Jennifer Lawrence. Blue-eyed British man.
J-Lo.
Next is our last breakup.
This one breaks my heart, but also excites my heart.
Would you like to announce the breakup?
Okay.
After a 10-year marriage.
10 years.
Also, they have a kid.
Also, and they may have more than one kid. Do they just have one? Why did I think they had more than one?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So 10 years. These people met
On the
Broadway stage.
Not in Wicked, because they were both in Wicked, but not in Wicked.
But they did meet on the Broadway stage. Mm-hmm. My sexiest man alive. Sorry. Taye Diggs and his wife, Idina Menzel, from Wicked fame. She's on Glee. She's done lots of things. She was in some movies. Like, they're calling it quits. After 10 years. Can you imagine being with someone for 10 years?
Not
and then
just dating, marriage.
Yeah.
10 years of marriage.
Yeah, so, like, let's even think. Probably what? I don't know if it's in Hollywood. They probably dated for, like, a month and a half. Who knows? But let's just say they dated for, like, a year. So being with a person for 11 years of your life, part of me just really wants to know, like, what happened there? What in those 11 years, in the last however long, what made you go, nope, I can't do this anymore. I don't love this person. You loved them for 11 years. I've never loved anything in my whole life for 11 years. Maybe like Harry Potter. Like, maybe that's it. And I mean my family. Sure, yes, okay. But I've never loved a single thing that much for that long. It breaks your heart. It breaks your heart to know that. And it just makes you sad to know that things like that can change. Like, I mean, like in an instant, apparently something changed. Because I want to believe that you don't fall out of love. Like, I want to believe that something had to have happened, which makes you even sadder. That just makes you even sadder. But the exciting thing is, Taye Diggs is on the market, y'all. Taye Diggs is on the market. Taye Diggs.
And so
He's a handsome man. I mean,
apparently,
handsome.
our plan to marry Robert Pattinson and Liam Hemsworth just went out the window because Ash was going to marry Taye Diggs.
Taye Diggs even looked in my direction. I'd be like, heck yes, Taye Diggs.
She would pull a Taylor Swift.
I'll be like, I will follow you to the ends of the earth, sir. I will follow you wherever.
Well, so the next time we do an end of the year show, maybe you and Tay will be under the new love.
Like the celebrity loves of 2014. Me and Taye Diggs. What? That'd be amazing.
Which brings us to our celebrities that found love in 2013. Adam Brody and Liam Meester.
This makes me so
They found love.
happy. Okay. I mean, I might have literally cried when I found out that Seth and Summer, that's not their real names, that Rachel Bilson and Adam Brody broke up in real life. Like, it broke my heart. Because I watched them as Seth and Summer and imagined that's what their real life was like. It probably wasn't.
I thought he's with Liam Meester.
No. I'm talking about when he and Rachel Bilson broke up.
Okay.
Because they did it in real life.
Okay.
Like, for a long time. They did it in real life. And it was lovely. Like, it made me so happy. So then they broke up while they were filming the last season of The OC. Which made it a little rough, I would say. To film being in love with somebody that you stopped being in love with. Then he dated some chick for a while. Like, then he kind of went off, like, nobody knew where Adam Brody was. He was just out there making independent films, like, doing all kinds of crazy things, like, probably directing stuff. I don't even know. And he was dating this girl, which is who I thought he was still dating. Until today. Until Lindsay shared with me that he and Liam Meester were dating. So then I Googled it. And what did I find out?
But she didn't believe me, apparently.
Well, I believed you, but I just wanted to see a picture of them together. Because in my mind, that's how you really know if there's a picture of them on TMZ or Us Weekly or PeopleMagazine.com. If there's a picture of them together, then it's real life. It's real. So I'm Googling them, looking for a picture of them, like holding hands or something cute, because I love to see celebrities in love. And I read that they're engaged to be married. And it makes me really happy. Because when Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson broke up, I think she broke up with him for Hayden Christensen which I think she is engaged to, or at least she was at some point in time. And so it broke my heart that she just left him behind in the dust. And so I just thought he was sad and lonely sitting at home eating his ice cream with Orlando Bloom. But to know that he wasn't, that he was falling in love with Blair Waldorf, fucking love it. Love it. I care way too much about celebrities.
Yeah, so there's our first couple who found love in 2013.
Thumbs up on that love.
Next, which I was like, that was a little weird. To me, it was a weird couple. Amanda Seyfried and Justin Long are together.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel like, Justin Long, you are funny. You are a funny guy. But I feel like Amanda Seyfried might have lowered her standards a little bit. Is that wrong to say on the internet? Sorry, Justin Long, if you're watching this. You're funny.
We've been mean to a lot of people.
I know.
Here today, so.
Dang. This is like a rough show. But yeah, I feel like she could do better.
I think it's weird because, I mean, I like Justin Long. I like some of the comedy he does. But I'm not a huge fan of Amanda Seyfried. I think to me, she might be kind of a weirdo.
Kind of a weirdo.
Outside of her acting world.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, funny man? Weirdo?
Yeah, like, you feel like she does not get, like, she wouldn't understand Justin Long's humor.
Yeah.
You feel like he's going to be, like, cracking jokes, and she's going to be like, no.
That wasn't funny.
We need to be serious. And you're like, no,
I mean,
just let Justin Long be Justin Long.
The research I did look at said, we don't know how long this will last.
Yeah.
But here goes. And I was like, oh, maybe they're already broken up after I've read this.
Yeah, like, we're going to read tomorrow. Justin Long and Amanda Seyfried have called it quits. And I'll be like, whoops, maybe that was our fault. Sorry, guys.
They watched our show. It took us
And they said,
slowly.
maybe they're right. Maybe we aren't good together. We should just end this. I'm like, what?
So we're kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna, it just seemed, it does seem weird.
That seems weird.
But didn't you say she's kind of had a weird love life?
Yeah, apparently she must keep it on the DL, or I just must not pay attention to Amanda Seyfried, but she apparently has a string of romances of Hollywood actors.
I feel like she's the girl who, like, every show, every movie she makes, she falls in love with her co-star. Like, you feel like there's actresses that do that? I feel like she might be that actress. That's what I think.
So there you go. There you go.
Amanda Seyfried, just go make another movie and you can fall in love with somebody else. Just kidding.
We're gonna tell all these celebrities how to run their lives.
Somebody needs to.
Next, found love, and I think they did find love because every picture I see of them,
they're in love.
Well, he's smiling, which he doesn't do, and he's kissing her.
Oh.
Simon Cowell and Lauren Silverman.
You really do think that they're in love?
I do think they found love.
Well, there's another one who cheated on their spouse.
They're having a baby.
Yeah.
Together.
I mean, you can't hide that one. When you're like, hey, honey, I'm having a baby. And he's like, well, I've been gone for the last 6 months, so how's that possible? Oh, by the way, I slept with your best friend. Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, it is what happened. I read that, and I was like, oh, that's sad. I don't want to put that on our show. That's just me.
Sorry. I'm down with being mean today, apparently. Apparently I had to use all my Christmas joy up, and now I'm just bitter.
Yeah, but now that she brought that up, it did say that Simon hasn't left Lauren's side. They've been inseparable ever since, and so he has not talked to his best friend since all this happened.
That's kind of a bummer. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's another one of those things that I'm like, how does something like that happen? Like, how do you... I don't even know. Hollywood, these are the parts of you that I don't understand. I don't. It just makes me sad. I'm like, I don't want to get sucked into that.
So, yeah, more breakups and hookups than finding love.
Oh, that was all the love that was found?
Well, I also wrote down Kaylee, but we already talked about her finding love.
Oh. Man. Yeah, apparently more people needed to find love in 2013. Maybe Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
We'll find it before.
We'll find it in the next
Wednesday.
2 days. You guys work on that for me, okay? It'll make me happy.
Okay, so there are a lot of movies in 2013. A lot of pretty good movies in 2013 that came out. What was your favorite 2013 movie?
Look at the list.
List of 30 movies I wrote down. There's some in the back, too.
Let's see. Oh. This is gonna be hard.
I bet I know which one was one of her.
One of my
top
faves.
faves was probably Frozen.
Frozen. I did love Frozen. Big fan of Frozen. I was making my nephews during Christmas time listen to the soundtrack of Frozen, and they were like, "This is weird." And I was like, "No, it's not, guys. It's totally normal." So yeah. So can I do like genres? Favorite
Sure.
genres? Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, of course. Favorite animated Frozen. Definitely.
Hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
I agree with that one.
There were some other good
Monsters University did not.
you didn't like it?
I've
seen it again since.
It was the best. It was better than
Yeah.
the first one. I was like, no, it wasn't. The first one's so funny, and I didn't find Monsters University that funny.
I just liked the second one because it had Nathan Fillion in it, and I freaking love that man. So that was what I liked the second one. But I don't know if I'll say that it was better than the first one. It's been a really long time since I've seen the first one. No, that's not true. I saw it not that long ago. Lies. So hands down, Frozen, best animated movie of the year. Plus it had Jade Groff in it. So what doesn't get much better than that? So I would say that was my favorite animated of the year. My favorite, I'll say, I guess we'll call it an independent movie. I don't see a lot of those, so I don't really have a lot to base it on. But probably The Spectacular Now.
That was a pretty good one.
I don't know why I really liked that movie. Maybe because it had Kyle Chandler. I tend to like movies based on the people that are in them. I won't lie about that. But I also, and I know you don't like her, and I know you're not a big fan of her, but I thought she actually did a really good job in this movie. I did not think she did a good job in The Descendants, which she was nominated for an Oscar for. I did not think she was very good in that movie. But in this movie, Shailene Woodley, I don't know how to say her name right either, but I really enjoyed her character in this movie. And I enjoyed the young actor in it as well. So probably, that's probably for me.
My favorite independent probably was The Way Back.
Yeah.
I loved that movie.
I loved it until it ended. Cause really, here's my thought. This is not a Western. Why are you driving off into the sunset? And
They weren't driving off to the sunset.
Where were you going? What were you going to do once you got there? That's what I want to know.
They were going back home.
What was Sam going to do while you were gone? Huh? I don't know his real name I don't know his fake name in the movie, but I need movies. I need closure. Not just an end, I need closure. And I do not feel like I got closure from that movie.
I loved that movie.
She doesn't need closure.
I love independent films, but I loved The Way Back. I suggest it. I really do.
No, the movie was great until it ended. I would have liked it to keep going.
They didn't drive off into the sunset.
It felt like they were driving in a car and then the movie stopped. And the sun was somewhere. Spoiler alert! Yeah, spoiler alert, they rode in a car.
Moving on.
Probably favorite comedy. We Are the Millers.
It was a pretty funny movie.
Okay, here is what I liked about We Are the Millers. Usually that genre of movies tends to have a lot of dirty humor in it.
Like The Hangover.
Yeah, lots of...
Which The Hangover 3 did come out in 2013. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. No, I actually liked it better than The Hangover 2.
Yes.
But I felt like We Are the Millers really didn't bank on that for their humor. Like, they banked on witty dialogue and
Which they had good actors for
yeah.
the witty dialogue.
Yeah, let's talk about Jason Sudeikis. Like, why is that guy not making more movies? Because he was hilarious in this movie, and he was hilarious in Horrible Bosses. Like, so funny in Horrible Bosses. So, he needs to make more movies and stop doing Applebee's commercials. And that's what I think.
And Jennifer Aniston, she's pretty fun. Like, she has that more of, like, dry comedy. And she's funny.
Yeah, so I felt like We Are the Millers really was actually funny. Like, it wasn't just sight gags and dirty jokes and things like that. Like, I feel like the writing and the dialogue was really actually funny.
It was.
It
ended happy, so Ashley liked it.
Mm-hmm. I did. I like when my movies end happy.
But yeah, I agree with that. That was probably the best comedy.
Let's see. Trying to think. Probably, best superhero movie. Because we had a lot of those come out in 2013. For me, and this is a big change for me, because I refused to watch these movies for a very long time. But Iron Man 3.
Holy moly, that was the best Iron Man they have ever made.
Yeah, like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is maybe the best casting choice that has been made in the Marvel universe. Because I always struggled with Robert Downey Jr. in other movies, because I feel like every character he played, whether it was supposed to be or not, was that arrogant, kind of playboy, like kind of...
But that's who Tony Stark is.
And that's who Tony Stark is. And so, spot on casting for that. And I will now watch any Iron Man movie they make.
It was fantastic. Yeah, I was going back and forth between Iron Man 3 and the Wolverine. Because that was a fantastic movie,
I didn't see the
Wolverine. It was really, really good. It was really well done. But yeah, I would probably have to go with Iron Man 3.
Yeah. I struggle with the, like, origin story X-Men movies. Like, I want to see all of the X-Men. I struggle with movies that are about just one. I mean, I guess Wolverine's really the only origin story they've made, but...
See, I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I think he's an excellent Wolverine.
I like him as a Broadway guy when he sings and dances. Let's see. Then probably, are there any others that, and then probably, this is just more for like a me movie, I just loved this movie. I don't really know what category it would fit in, but it was just, I saw it multiple times because I really like magic. Now You See Me. Like, I feel like that movie did not get the credit that it deserved.
That was a good movie.
It had so many twists and turns, and it had magic in it. And it had Jesse Eisenberg in it, and it had Woody Harrelson in it, and it had Mark Ruffalo in it. Like, it had such an all-star cast of just, like...
Not people who you would think are all-stars.
Yeah, like that you would think, oh...
That don't get enough credit for their acting.
I want to see all of those people in a movie. But they were amazing.
It was very good.
And I'm telling you, like, the first time I saw that movie, it had me hooked till the very end. I mean, I was so intrigued by everything that was happening on that screen. And even, like, you know, you think magic is only cool when you see it, like, in real life. No. Go see this movie because it still makes you so excited about everything that's happening on screen.
It's good. It's very good.
So
you don't have to go see it. You can rent it now.
Probably because it's not out anymore. Bummer. I would go see it tonight.
I own it. I can see whenever I want.
There you go. Let's do it. So yeah, really for me, that... those were kind of my best movies that I saw. I didn't see some of these movies. Just because
Well, like, okay, I just saw a movie that probably also didn't get enough credit that I thought, and I don't know, because it had comedy in it, and it had action in it, and it was kind of scary because of the bonies. But Warm Bodies was a great movie,
Oh, yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great movie, and I don't think it got enough credit either.
I feel like Warm Bodies was like the most feel-good movie about zombies that you will ever see.
Mm-hmm. It's got Nicholas Hoult in it. Jennifer, you probably saw it.
She probably saw it with together. Can we talk about movies that I did not like from 2013?
Well, hang
Or
on.
you want to talk about some movies that you liked?
Yeah, I'm not. This
You
is
don't
an
want to
Ashley
just
show.
you don't just want to listen to me talk about movies
This is
that
an
I
Ashley
like.
show. Hello. Maybe an action movie here and there because I'm a big dork. You may look at me and go, "Oh, she likes those romantic comedies where people fall in love with." Yeah, okay, yeah, sometimes I do, because they're fun and girly. But I love when things blow up and when people fight each other and die. So pretty much good action movies. I mean, you can't go wrong with Catching Fire. Catching Fire was
No, I mean it was
Excellent movie.
great. We saw it 4 times, 12
Three.
times, 17 times. I don't
three
know.
guys, only three. We're not
Only
that
3.
many. But also, and I was just watching this movie when Ashley walked in, so I had to stop it so she wouldn't get scared. World War Z, like it was, I mean, intense from the get go and all the way through. Like I was like sweating because there's so much was happening, and I was like, the zombies are gonna kill everybody. The world's gonna end. But yeah, it's sad to say, World War Z.
Yeah.
I can't suggest any scary movies because I don't watch scary movies. So sorry, guys.
Paranormal Activity 12. Did that come out in 2013? Because I feel like all they do now is make paranormal activity movies.
Which there's another one coming out, or it's already out.
Marked Bodies or something. It looks so scary. I mean, yes, I know ghosts aren't real. Paranormal activity is not real. If you don't know that, then there's something wrong with you. But I still find those things to be very frightening as a girl who does not have anyone living in her apartment but her dog. So I don't like movies like that.
I can't suggest scary movies.
And it even takes a lot for me to watch, like, suspenseful, not just, like, ghosts and, like, suspenseful scary movies. I don't like to
I have some friends that like scary movies. Maybe I'd ask them. Yeah. I have a sister that likes scary movies. Maybe I'd ask her.
I have a sister.
But yeah, movies we didn't like. I have one big one.
Okay.
Huge one that I did not like, and I was so angry about it, and I'm so angry at the actor, which makes me sad because I got the 6 posters of him. Don John.
Yeah.
So mad. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You make my heart sad.
Yeah, that one was a little rough.
Don't see it.
Nope.
Because
don't even Google it.
What you're gonna see is a porn.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna see.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad.
Yeah, this is how Lindsay and I were Googling and watching trailers to other movies while in the middle of that movie.
Yeah, we were.
We were like, hey, this movie looks good! So that tells you how much we enjoyed that movie. But that's the joys of going to a movie where there's no one else in the theater but just you. When you get bored, you can start Googling other movies and watch the trailers. Just put the volume turned all the way up.
We've been at it like this.
Yeah, and then we're like, let's just hold it up in front of the screen and it'll be like watching the movie.
Yeah, so don't go see that, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
A movie that I didn't like from 2013 that I think other people liked, but it was just a little much for me, was The Great Gatsby.
Oh.
I
saw someone tweet about watching The Great Gatsby because they loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that movie was terrible.
Yeah, like it was one of those movies. Here's my biggest pet peeve about movies in the current time frame that we live in. Nowadays, I feel like actors and producers and directors try and yes, I guess this is the best thing that you can get as a director, for your movie is an Oscar. But I feel like you don't need to try to make your movie Oscar worthy. I think you just need to make the movie that you want to make, and hopefully people are going to like it. Like, I feel like The Great Gatsby, they were trying so hard to be so much bigger than that movie needed to be. If anyone has ever seen The Great Gatsby movie with Robert Redford in it, it's amazing. Like, I loved it when I was in high school and we watched it after we read The Great Gatsby. Like, it made me love the book even more. I feel like this movie, well, it made me love the book even more, but it made me, like, hate what they were doing on the screen because they were just trying so hard to be this huge big thing. And I was like, no, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying what you guys are doing.
Here's what I hated about The Great Gatsby. Number one, they made it look like Tobey Maguire's character was, like, in love with Gatsby.
Yeah,
which was
weird.
weird.
It was a little...
He were like,
more
no,
than bromance.
that is not how it happened. That
Yeah.
is not how it happened.
Yeah.
And second, they were trying to be like, you know, back in the day when The Great Gatsby happened, but putting like this decade's rap music to it.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
It was no. Here's what I think makes a great film. You get actors that know what they're doing and know how to portray a character, and then you put good music to it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a good film.
Yeah.
It's not about, let's find the music that people most enjoy and put it in the movie that's based in the 20s.
Yeah.
No!
Now, I will say, like, I have liked movies before where they kind of play with the genre and they kind of play with the time period and things like that. But it's when you take music from now and make it what it was in that time frame or in that genre.
Yeah, if
not
they
like,
put,
let's
like,
just drop Jay-Z in
Yeah,
to
if
the
they would've put,
1920s.
make me a big band, jazz band, then okay, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
let's not put rap music
Yeah.
into a 20s movie. No, it's, and that's why I liked The Way Back, because it had an excellent soundtrack and it had people who knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I definitely feel like musical supervisors don't get enough credit in film and television shows. Because I feel like music is what causes you to feel something in a moment, in a scene that's going on. It's the music that's playing in the background that causes you to laugh, to cry, to feel that emotion within you. And if you don't have somebody who's good at that, who knows how to take a song that you would never think would fit in a scene and twist it and play it and use it in a way like that, like, I feel like that is such an important job in filmmaking nowadays. I don't feel like they get enough credit.
I would love that job.
I know, it'd be awesome.
I would probably have to go to school for that, so but I would love that job.
Let's just meet somebody when we go to the television fest.
Because I'll
become best friends with Snuffy.
I love music, and so I think I would be really good at picking out a song to make you feel a certain emotion, because I would feel that emotion.
Yeah. No, I think it is such a big deal.
Yeah. So Great Gatsby. Fail.
Other movie that I know Lindsay hated from 2013 that I fell asleep in from 2013. The Heat.
Oh my gosh, that movie was awful. So many people were like, that movie's hilarious. No, that movie was terrible. I fell asleep.
I fell asleep, dog. I
Fell asleep, and I watched it all the way through and thought to myself, why
and then was really angry when
did
I
I
woke
watch
up.
this all the way through? And then she woke up, I was like, Ashley, that was the worst movie ever.
And I was kind of glad that it was the worst movie ever, because I was going to be really sad if it wasn't a bad movie and I fell asleep in it. But
the comedy, terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, the acting, like,
I feel...
Sandra Bullock, you are good at dramas.
Yeah.
Stick with drama. Stick with that. Don't try... The only comedic movie she made that was good was Miss Congeniality. Yeah, the second one, not good.
Yeah, but even then, she still kind of had to play, like, the straight lace. Like, she didn't really get to be comedic.
Yeah. So, yeah, it just was not... Oh, my gosh, it was terrible. $11 I wasted on that stupid movie.
So, here's what I feel. I didn't watch the movie. Obviously, I was asleep. But here's what I feel like happened in 2013. Melissa McCarthy was really funny in Bridesmaids. I know you didn't like Bridesmaids nearly as much as I did. I loved Bridesmaids.
Because this is how she described it to me. It's The Hangover with women!
With chicks!
It's nothing like The Hangover with women.
It's kind of like The Hangover. Actually, technically, I didn't make that up. That is how the movie was, like, patented to, like, everyone in America. Because it was The Hangover with women.
And so she knew I liked The Hangover,
Yeah,
so she was like, hey.
But I really liked that movie, and I thought it was really funny. I didn't so much find, like, Melissa McCarthy's character to be the funniest part of the movie.
No.
But I thought she was funny. And so I think from that moment, because she got such reception from that movie, they said, every comedy that we're going to make that needs a female lead in it, let's just put Melissa McCarthy in there. And I feel like she became, like, this thing, but I don't think she ever measured up to the hype of what everyone wanted her to be. That's what I think. I don't know, but yet again, I was asleep, so I don't know.
That was a terrible movie.
That's terrible. Terrible. I'm trying to think if there's any other movies that This movie is a new movie that is currently out right now that Lindsay really liked. I really didn't like it. American Hustle is out right now. I think there were some good parts to the movie. I think there were some good actors in the movie that did a good job within the roles that were created for them. But I feel like the female leads in this movie did not anywhere near meet the expectation of what the male leads in this movie were doing. I feel like the Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper,
Jeremy Renner.
I was like, these people, these men. I feel like they really carried the movie. They really carried the comedy and kind of the absurdity of what was happening in the movie. Because that's what I do. I feel like it was a very absurd movie that was really fast-paced. And I feel like there were a lot of things happening that if you weren't paying really close attention, and we saw it at 10 o'clock at night, so I was probably half asleep during parts of it. But I feel like they really handled and really carried the comedy of it, whereas Jennifer Lawrence was a mess. Sorry, J-Law. Apparently, if you and Lindsay are ever BFFs,
You can't be BFFs
you
with
can't. You won't want to talk to me because I will tell you that I did not enjoy your acting one single bit in this movie. She couldn't hold an accent, like, to save her life. She was just... I think my biggest deal was she just looked so young compared to all of the other adults that were in this movie. Like, she just looked so young. And you just kept wanting to know why Christian Bale had a teenage bride who had a son who was, like, 5. And you're like, wait, did she have him when she was 8? I don't understand. But man, was that little boy cute. I'll say that.
He was cute.
And then Amy Adams, she was just so, like, her performance was so manic and so off the rails that it just, I don't know, I feel like it just kind of competed with what Christian Bale and what Bradley Cooper were doing in scenes. And it was rough. It was rough for me to watch.
I liked it. I also saw it at 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't
She
asleep
didn't
through
fall asleep.
any of the parts. I liked it, but probably because going in, I didn't have very high expectations for American Hustle. I liked it. I like to see what actors can do outside the roles that when you think Christian Bale, you think Batman. I liked to see him outside of Batman.
Yeah.
And I like when Bradley Cooper is in movies that help play to his strengths. Like, he was good in this movie. And sometimes he makes movies that make him seem like a horrible actor, and he's not.
The words. Sorry, I hated that movie. What year did that come out?
But I love seeing that. So Christian Bale was great in it. I wanted to know if he really gained all that weight for that part.
Dude, I would not even remotely doubt that he did. Because did you ever see him in The Machinist? Where he lost, he was like stick thin. And it was like he lost, like...
He seems like a very intense actor.
Yes.
Like, whatever you need me to do, I'm doing it.
Yes, so I in no way, shape, or form doubt that he put on all that weight. None at all.
It's so funny, though, to
awesome.
look at his belly.
I know.
Jeremy Renner. I liked to see him outside of the Bourne movie, and I liked to see him outside of Hawk. He was great.
Yeah.
Like, for a minute there, I was like, oh, wait, you're Jeremy Renner. I forgot for a minute that it was him. And, yeah, Bradley Cooper, fantastic job. I loved that he had a perm.
I loved that perm too, Bradley Cooper.
Time.
I loved the parts when he had the sponge
The
roll in
curls.
his hair. Because I was like, Bradley Cooper, my mom used to put sponge roll in my hair. Like, yeah, you kind of loved it.
And also, the music, I feel, went along with the time period of the movie.
Yeah.
So that also helps me out. Yeah, Amy Adams wasn't a fan in this movie, and I was tired of seeing your side boob the whole time.
You wanted to say, Amy Adams, wear a bra. I'm pretty sure they had those in the 70s.
Yeah, the only problem I really had with Jennifer Lawrence was that she seemed young. And Christian, maybe because in my mind Christian Bale is old.
He's old! And you're going, no!
Katniss, you can't be married to Batman!
Like, what? Why? I thought Teenage Bride. And I was like, did you marry her when she was 18? Is she 18 yet? How old is she now? Yeah, no, it was rough. My breakout star of American Hustle, and he's not really a breakout star because he's a star already, but Louis C.K., freaking think that guy is hilarious, and the straightness at which he played, like when he would have to talk to Bradley Cooper's character and just tell him, no, like, we're not doing that. No, that's not happening. No. And like, it made me laugh out loud every time he was on the screen. So yeah, I mean, I think I just struggled watching it because I don't know, maybe I didn't love the storyline, like maybe I didn't think the storyline in and of itself was like that fantastic, you know? I mean, I like a good story. I like a good beginning, I like a good middle, and I like a good end, and I like my end to have closure. Like, I like to, it all tied up neatly with bow. Whether it's good or bad, like, I'm okay with things ending not happily, but I want to have closure. Like, I want to be able to walk away from it going, I know that person's going to be okay. And I feel like that's where Independence, even if they end sad, I'm like, okay, but I'm like, but I need to know what's going to happen to them next. Like, I just don't want them to be sad forever. So.
She didn't like American Hustle.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Liked it.
Sorry.
I did. But before we end this, there is one other movie that I suggest is also out in theaters right now. And I saw it Christmas Day with my parents. Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
Was a great film. And I wouldn't necessarily take smaller children to it just because, I mean, if I were to take a child to it, I need them to be a little bit older to make them understand this isn't Mary Poppins. You're not going to see Mary Poppins. You're going to see a backstory. Yeah. You're going to see why this woman was so attached to Mary Poppins, why she wrote it, why she couldn't let go of the grip of Mary Poppins to let Walt Disney make the film he wanted to make. But it's very good, and if you don't have a heart made of stone, you will cry.
You will cry.
You will cry.
I haven't seen Saving Mr. Banks yet, but I would like to very much, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Emma Thompson, she... a spectacular performance.
Yeah.
She did her research on the woman, because at the end, they rolled the credits and then stopped it for a minute and played a cassette tape. Emma Thompson sounds just like the woman.
Who wrote Mary Poppins?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Great film. BJ Novak's in it, which I found hilarious.
I know you.
I was like, BJ Novak, what are you doing in a Disney film? But he's
awesome.
He did really well. He did for something outside of what you think
Comedic
BJ Novak should do. BJ Novak, high five.
High five, BJ.
You did a great job.
So that was 2013. Really, our 2013 really just consists of what celebrities did and what movies we saw.
Happy New Year.
What else happened in 2013? I don't know. There's probably some music or something.
Something with the, I don't know, world, the government. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't read the newspaper. So 2013, I'm going to give you a thumbs up for the year. I'm going to give you a thumbs up for the year. The only thumbs down is poor Orlando Bloom. He gets the thumbs down for the year. I'm sad for you, Orlando. But yeah, so we'll be back next Friday.
Next Friday, brand new year.
With more 500 Days of Friends,
Brand
but
new
not
show.
those friends.
That won't be an hour and a half long. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Heck yeah, that's long. So we're not even playing a game tonight, because this is too long. We'll play it next week. Tune in.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy end of this year.